Alright, good morning. This is Terrell. I just got good news. My package just got delivered. So I'm going to go install it on the BMW and see what the difference is. See if I like it, see if I hate it. Yeah, watch this. I just unboxed my new intake. Here's the MAF port. Got the heat shield here. Have the silicone coupler that deletes like half the rest of the intake. And then we have a couple lines and instructions, and then the filter. Excited to get this thing going. All right, I gotta start by pulling the intake off of my BMW currently. I take from here all of this off. Mass airflow's up there. I've got to disconnect that, and this line right here, I gotta disconnect this. And then I believe this intake comes from right here, comes up right in this area. Alright, old intake is completely off. I'm gonna take this coupler off, I think, still, and then I believe install the new one. I'm gonna look at the directions. I've heard that directions aren't very good, but I assume it just comes, you take this coupler off, it's gonna come to right here, you put the big piece on, and then you route a line to here, and then a line to here, and then your mass airflow has an extension harness to get all the way down there. Alright, according to the directions, it wants me to move this heat shield here, and then remove this one completely. Looks like I got an Allen here and a 10 right there. And then once that heat shield's out, I guess I installed their heat shield in here. I already removed that coupler. Moving right along here. All right, got this heat shield off for that area. And it's showing it wants me to install the new big heat shield. So let's see how that looks in there. Alright, I just removed this bar right here, and then this heat shield. It's supposed to go underneath here. I'm trying to see how this will fit. Oh, it looks like it goes on the inside of this heat shield here. Like that. Snugs in right there. Looks like good. Like that. This heat shield. Oh, you blend it in, my bad. So this guy goes like that. And then this right over it.
You're tall, so you're gonna have to do this side. I can't reach it.
Alright, so according to the instructions, you have to put this bracket on here. You put 2 bolts in. I gotta tighten those up in a second. So this thing has an angle here, kind of sits in this back piece. And then this 10 that I took out, you put this bracket on here. So I gotta line that up kind of like that, tighten that down. I've heard the heat shield doesn't sit very well, so I guess that's probably as good as I'm gonna get. And then after that, we just kind of put this pin back in, these guys on, and then put the coupler in and put the intake on. All right, I got this tube. This is the next step. I put one clamp on, put the other one on. I'm gonna get the silicone spray the inside like that on both sides, and then on this guy just as well. And then we'll go install this. This side goes on to the, oh nope, that's actually upside down. I thought it was, okay, so that side goes on to the turbo inlet right here. This side goes on to this new mass airflow sensor adapter, and then you got the intake that goes on the other side of the heat shield. Alright, so this intake, so it's gonna sit, I think I'll have that coupler like this. Pretty much just go down here, that hole, go into the actual turbo inlet. I don't know if you can see this very well, but there we go, it's all in there beautifully. Okay. And then this guy, I believe, comes here, and then we have this other piece that'll connect to here. Yeah, it looks all right. I just got the mass airflow swapped over. Flows that way, so it goes to the turbo. So I'm gonna put this in this guy. All right. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, mass airflow pipes in, and then put that clamp down there. That way this doesn't fall out while I'm doing this. tight there. This bottom guy, I think I still have to move this maybe a little bit, so I'm not going to tighten this down yet. But the next step we've got, oh, I lost my paper. Let me see here. So to pop this mass airflow through here, I found out that this has to be on this side, or this has to be on this side of the heat shield, otherwise it doesn't fit correctly with the intake. So I gotta get this tightened down here on this turbo inlet now, and then swap, or I believe this right here will go straight to here, and then this back piece that you can't see is gonna go up to here. All right, I just removed this from the old intake, so it just pops on here, and then goes right in there. It's like that, and then this cable will plug into it right here, just like that. All right, and then we just have one left, which is right here to there. I believe it is this. Okay, let's see if I can get this on.
Do I even need this hose right here? That's right next to my downpipe. It's really just pointing down.
I forgot about this clamp down here, so I'm putting that on right now, and then I'm gonna get this hose down here attached to here, and then I think it's almost done. Just gotta put the actual filter on. All right, got the clamp down here tight. This is about the last step. I gotta put this hose into this. There we go. It's in there pretty damn well. All right, put this back on here. This is gonna sit just like this. And then put the intake back on, and then put the cover probably back on the engine. It looks a little bit cleaner up here. There's the intake back on. I mean the cover. Actually, it doesn't fit. Good to know. Maybe if I move. Nope, it's not gonna fit at all. So I guess I'm going without the cover, but that's all right. All right, like last step here is put this intake on. Whoa, nice layer of silicone spray in here. And then, let's see how I can get this intake in here. It's gonna be really tight, but oh wow, it's gonna be a little harder than I thought. We'll work on this. Okay, all right, let's see if I can get this in here. It's gonna be kind of ridiculous, but I can push this intake back right there. Okay. Maybe. There we go. It's down there. And it looks like it's on. Awesome. And then the coupler on. I guess it just sits kind of in that little corner right there. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty well on. Tighten this thing down. I'm gonna go for a drive in a minute. All right, if any of this was confusing, I apologize, but the intake's in, clamps tight, mass airflow's tight, this one's tight, this one here is tight, and then this one down here is tight. And then we got that out there, and we have the mass airflow extension harness right here. And it just sits here. I probably will zip tie that in so it doesn't fall, but I think I'm just gonna remove this intake pipe. I don't see any need for it anymore. There we go. Alrighty, I'm gonna start it and see if it sounds any different at all, which I doubt, and then we'll drive it. Alright, initial reaction driving this. Throttle response is significantly better. I'm kind of impressed. Obviously, I'm not expecting any more power, but throttle response is definitely there. Wow. That sounds pretty dang good, actually. So you can hear when you let off. You really can't hear an induction noise when you're driving, but when you actually let off, you can hear like, oh, you can hear it sucking in. I guess it's just not as loud as I thought, but you can hear kind of a, yeah, it sounds pretty good. I like that. Next step is muffler delete. Thank you for watching. Gonna do a muffler delete hopefully next, and then downpipe and a tune probably from MHD. Thank you for watching.